Joining me now on East Bay Today, I have John Vitt. John, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Conley.
John, you're with the Island Park Preservation Society, and you are Master Do-Gooder, Mr. Volunteer, Jack of all trades.
All those.
You everything. You're 02871 everything.
02871 is fun.
But you love the Island Park.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there's an event coming up. I want to talk all about it. So hit me. What's going on?
Conley, 3 years ago, Senator Uzafuza and the Bike Newport got out to talk to us about, maybe doing a bike stroll in Island Park.
Yeah. And what did that mean?
Exactly. And then,
Good question, right?
I'm thinking about, shutting down Park Avenue, Point Road, Hummock Avenue, the Railroad Avenue. I'm like, that's all DOT. Is this doable? Can we do it? We did it.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, we had the first.
So you were on board from the.
Yeah, right from the.
You were like, that sounds great.
In the
Shut
beginning.
it down.
Yeah, right. So we got that one done,
and what was the vision? So you shut it down, and what people
no cars.
No
the
cars.
police take all the put no parking signs up the night before, so there's no parked cars on Park Avenue,
Okay.
and there's no vehicle traffic on Park Avenue for 2 miles from Flo's Clam Shack. We close it at Mason. You can get in and out of the park at Mason Ave. So let's get.
Okay, so people are not trapped there.
No,
the residents can scoot around.
Yes,
An indirect route.
Right. They can get right.
Okay.
People on Fountain Avenue can come around Fountain Avenue, and they can get to Park Avenue. And when the coast is clear, we'll let them go across to Morgan Street and then get out of the park. Okay.
Yeah.
There are a couple of locations that know about this and that are landlocked for 3 hours and make arrangements for it. That's all.
Yeah. And they've gotten the heads up.
Yes. The first year, the Portsmouth Police Department gave 68 escorts out of Island Park.
Okay.
We were being nice. Last year, we only had to do 4.
Oh, wow.
Like so
okay.
This year, I'm hoping
people
we have
were
none.
aware and made a plan.
Exactly.
And
Okay. And we've thanks to
68 to 4. That's pretty impressive.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Pat O'Neill.
Good metric. Good
Right,
metric.
Right. Andrew from Old Planet Media was great with our digital media this year. So we've gotten the information out. Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't know, on November 1st, next Saturday, from approximately 8:45 to 12 o'clock, we'll be shutting down Park Avenue, Point Road, Hummock Avenue, Railroad Avenue.
Yeah.
If you live in Common Fence Point and you walk or you ride a bike and stroll,
Come on over.
come on over.
That's going to be so fun.
You can ride from Common Fence Point right to
Absolutely.
Flo's and back. That's a 4-mile bike ride. And look at the area, the escape bridge. How neat is that, right over the escape bridge?
Yeah.
We have the kids' art zone. I got to show you this.
Okay.
We have the kids' art zone right here.
I love that poster, and I've seen those around.
Well, we've kept the same theme. We just
Yeah.
did it a little bit different this
Okay.
year. But
Okay.
the kids' art zone, the first year we started, one of the residents on Park Avenue got her granddaughter chalk.
Yeah.
So she was standing out there and she was stopping all the kids saying, hey, don't you want to write your name on the... So as soon as I saw that, I said, oh, we got an art zone.
Okay.
Like that. So we're going to make the art zone bigger this year. Okay.
All
We
right,
want
so you
everybody...
just pull over your bike and
Pull over your bike,
get your chalk
get
out
your
and-
chalk and come out and write your name. 2 years ago, I had a friend of mine, had his 2 kids, got me to lay down on Park Avenue. I was hysterical the whole time.
Kind of
And
like
they-
a dead body,
and
kind of
they
like
did-
the chalk outline.
Yeah, they did.
Ah,
It was-
that's funny.
It was great. It was hysterical. And so I'm looking forward to another good event. And I have to say this, Bike Newport was awesome in 2023, 2024. Bike Newport, unfortunately, could not handle all of this year. They didn't have the personnel available.
Yeah.
So I stepped up to the plate because, quite frankly, I didn't want to see this go away. We got we built 2 years of it.
Yeah.
And the first year we had probably about 350, 400 bikes. The second year we had almost 650 bikes, okay? Like
wow.
that. So I have a challenge going out.
Okay.
I want 1,000 bikes on Park Avenue, November 1st. You can enter at Park Avenue in Almirod. You can enter at Common Fence Point or Railroad Avenue.
Okay.
There's parking available on Boys Lane. DOT said we could park on Boys Lane. I bagged the no parking signs. We can park on Park Avenue, okay? And at the other side, it's a little, Common Fence Point, just park up on the access road.
Yeah, right there. Right, yeah. By
Park
the
there and
railroad.
then just get on your bike and ride down. But if you live in Common Fence Point, ride over.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Why not?
what a
right?
great, okay.
And
So-
people can even come from Tiverton over the bike path, right?
We're going to put some of these up over there shortly.
Yeah.
Okay. Exit 3, the Hummock Avenue exit on 24 will be shut down at 8:45. Okay. We put a police car goes there. We put barriers. We put the sign up, the exit closed. We can't have any cars coming off there. Okay.
Absolutely, that makes sense.
Right. So this, we've secured the roads, and Chief Peters and I, and this year it's Lieutenant Coopson Downey. We have the whole direction.
You have the plan.
We have the plan where the volunteers are going to be. And by the way, we're looking for more volunteers.
Well, I was going to ask you that because I heard that you needed volunteers.
We don't have the list from Bike Newport, what they're going to provide, so I'd rather have more volunteers than not enough.
Okay, so if someone wants to volunteer.
401-952-1953, John Vitt, 53, @gmail.com.
Okay, say that one more time. Say your number one more time. Nice and slow.
952-1953.
Okay.
John Vitt, 53, @gmail.com.
Okay, all right.
So please, and we're also looking for donations. We're funding this, Bank Newport stepped up and gave us a very nice contribution.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right, and I have other...
They're so good to the community,
Yes, they are. And Portsmouth Business Association members are donating as well. Like that, we have, there's a budget that we put together this year.
That's great. We just had the president of the Business Association on this show. It was great.
Sandra.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
amazing.
She's getting married this weekend.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she is. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, very cool.
I'm looking forward to the camaraderie that the island, and I don't want to just put Island Park on Portsmouth here, but Newport. We want people from Newport. We want people from Tiverton. We want people from Middletown, okay, to come and join us, right? And enjoy that section of road. The Portsmouth EMA is going to be there, and I'm going to love this. They're bringing drones. Could you imagine getting a lot of bikes?
Ray Perry's
Yes,
behind
right.
this? Yeah, okay.
Can you imagine riding all the bikes are in both directions on the escape bridge, and there's a drone above?
Yeah.
Everybody stops and waves.
That's right, and we're going to get some great footage of that.
Yes,
that'll be magic.
Right. One of the local news stations is considering coming down and filming us, and quite frankly, Conley, I love showing off what we have in Island Park.
You do.
Graziano's, Tremblay's, Blue Anchor Grill, Sunset Cove, Moriarty, Schooners. We got locals, okay, 15-Point Road.
How do the businesses feel about this? Is this a positive for them? Are they kind of concerned? I know, some of those places that serve breakfast probably are like, oh, what's going to happen to us?
The first year, one of the breakfast places had an issue. The second year, we gave them a map.
Yeah.
And we said, give this to all your Saturday morning people.
Yeah.
They can come in Mason, they can go to Walnut, take the right, go to Cedar.
Get really close.
They could park, and not only that, though, but Mike McFarland is going to let them park. It's a Saturday morning. Mike McFarland will let them park at the back of Tremblay's and walk right across Park Avenue, and you're there.
Okay, perfect.
No, it's we've thought about everything, and last year, like I said, it got better, and this year is going to be the best so far.
No doubt.
I'm looking forward to it. Saturday, November 1st. If you're anywhere in Island Park, 8:30, the festivities will start.
Oh,
and if you want to come in before we shut the road down, you can park at Sunset Cove. However, you're there until for the duration.
Okay, well, that sounds like great choices, right?
I think it's an awesome time. And again, to see what I saw the last 2 years, the kids, the little kids, I'm talking to 5, 6, 7-year-olds, the training wheels, the cool helmets, the goggles.
Yeah, the little costumes.
Right. And racing to keep up with mom and dad or their bigger brother. And then when they get off and they start, like that, it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Oh my
gosh. So this is something that I want to grow. And by the way, I want to point out the Island Park Preservation Society concert in July.
Yeah.
Fireworks in September. Now we have the Sakonnet Coastal Bike and Stroll, and I do the Polar Dive on January 1st. So we're bringing 4 quality events to Island Park.
Yes. You'll have to come back and do another segment right leading up to that Polar Dive.
Oh, that's...
Can I twist your arm?
Yes, but that one's fun. That one, I took that one over in 2013. Is the year I somehow got... People called me and says, oh, aren't we doing that? I had nothing to do with it in 2012. I just
That seems like that happens to you a lot.
I
So
just
that's what's happened
participated.
here, right? Is like
Yes,
you're like,
yes,
I want to
got-
keep this up.
yes, I
Do you
got-
have any kind of committee, or is it sort of your?
Andrew, myself, Mike McFarlane,
Yeah.
Rebecca from the town hall is
And
helping
maybe
us out.
committee's too formal, but like
Yeah,
you guys are
we
making it
have-
happen.
yeah, we're making it happen. The chief,
Chief Peters?
Chief Peters, Lieutenant Coops and Downey. I just got off the phone with Chief Paul Ford from the fire department,
yes,
because
yeah.
they're going to bring something down to the Sunset Cove. That's the center of the universe next Saturday
Yeah.
at Sunset Cove, and so that we have them there. But I'm very excited that the EMA guys are going to be there. They're going to bring 6 or 7 guys, so we're going to have EMA guys, right through the whole map.
That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
great.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just such a win-win for everybody involved, right? And that's the idea.
Again, what we have in Island Park is special. It's unique. It's camaraderie. And as I said, 02871 is fun.
Yeah.
And we can have more fun. Let's enjoy a bike ride. And if, by the way, come stroll. Park the car,
Right.
get out and walk right in the middle of Park Avenue.
Yeah.
And the history that we're making with the kids. So you're 10 years old, you're riding your bike down Park Avenue, you're having a good time, right?
Yeah.
When you're 17, you get your driver's license and you're out with your first girlfriend. Hey, I remember when we used to write our names on Park Avenue.
Yeah.
It's a historic event.
It's going to be one of those
And this is the third one. I'm pretty glad.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations. This is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we got it
All right.
done.
So last shout out, call to action. Not only do we want people to show up, we need some volunteers.
We'd like some volunteers. And all they're going to be doing, the volunteers will be, the majority of them will be at the
The entrances.
12 or 13 intersections that we have, all right? And they'll be some of them will be with a police officer, okay? And they're just there to watch what's going on, and they'll have a main number, or there'll be an EMA guy near we need to get each one of the streets that meet out on Park Avenue or on Hummock Avenue or Point
Yeah.
Road. We need volunteers at all those streets. What were there, Andrew? 13 of them? 14 of them yesterday when we figured them out?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
wonderful.
So like that. But Bike Newport is bringing out volunteers. We just don't know how many yet. I
Okay.
think my list has got 9 or 10 that have friends of mine that want to be part of this. And that's the other thing about Island Park. Oh, okay. What do you need me to do? Thank you. Mhm.
Yeah,
And these are friends of
everybody
mine.
steps
And
up.
Right. Really. So, and
Yeah.
Mike McFarlane, the initiator of the Island Park Preservation Society. Right on, Mike.
Right on. That's
yeah,
so
no,
great.
the guy's good.
Well, John, thanks for being on the show.
Conley, thank you for having us,
Seriously.
and I hope to see everybody on November 1st in Island Park.
All right.
Thank you, Conley.
Joining me now on East Bay Today, I have Gloria Schmidt. Hi, Gloria.
Hi,
Welcome.
Conley. How are you?
Gloria, you're from the Battle of Rhode Island Association.
That's right.
And you are the official historical advisor, if I'm getting that correct,
That's right.
I'm so glad to have you on the show and hear about the amazing work that you're doing. Let's start with you and how you even landed in this organization and why you care.
Well, it was about 4 years ago, and I was active with the Portsmouth Historical Society. And we kept getting messages and requests for information on Butts Hill Fort.
Yeah.
And so we were looking into that. We had a event where Jim Garman, our town historian, talked about the battle and talked about the fort, and we looked at it. And so there was a movement at that time to really do something about the situation at the fort, because it was really overgrown.
Oh, really?
And not taken care of. And people from Virginia and Connecticut and other areas were interested in it, but our people in Portsmouth seem to know not much about it.
Well, can you tell everybody that's watching exactly where it is?
It's off of Sprague Street and Butts Street, and it's you can come up from the tennis courts at the Portsmouth High School and walk up the hill, and you will see a fort, a 33-acre earthenwork fort, the largest in New England or the East Coast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not the kind of brick and mortar thing like Fort Adams is.
Right.
It is earthenwork. It's Revolutionary War era,
Yeah.
and it is owned by the town of Portsmouth.
Okay.
So it is ours, and we should be taking care of it.
We should be.
Yeah.
We should all be going to see it.
Yes.
For sure.
So
kind of, it seems a little hidden. I didn't know that's right where it was.
a lot of people don't know about it, and that's one of our aims. We started this organization to do that, and we have two different thrusts. And one is definitely restoring the fort. And Paul Murphy has been doing a wonderful job of spearheading that effort.
Okay.
They have half of the area cleared because there was a lot of invasive vegetation, and it was
And how's
crowded
he doing
out.
that? Is that volunteers?
It's volunteers. They're having tomorrow. They have another clearing. If we can raise money, which is another reason that we have a Battle of Rhode Island Association, is to raise money
Right.
to be
So you're a
able to
nonprofit.
take. We are a nonprofit
Yeah.
organization, and what we try and do is get grants and things like that in order to have professionals with the right equipment come
Well, that's
in.
the key, having the right equipment, right?
Having the right equipment, we have to be very careful because this is a National Historic Battlefield. And it is registered, and we are under the direction of the Historic Preservation of Rhode Island. So we
So there's some rules.
There are a lot
I
of rules.
guessing that right? There's a lot of rules.
There's a lot of
Like-
rules. And so we
Dare I
have
say
to be,
too many rules? I don't know.
well, you know, I'm all for historic preservation, so that's something I understand. Everything that we do has to be planned and approved, and we go through the tree wardens, we go through the town workers and the town administration. So everything is approved because this is a town property. We don't own it. The
Right.
town does. So we're being good stewards of the
You're
area.
being stewards for this
Yeah.
beautiful piece of
Yeah.
property. And
So gradually we've unearthed it. And now if you're coming up from Portsmouth High School, you can really see that south face of the fort. And
How
it's
cool.
really very exciting. I don't know if I have a picture of what that.
yeah, well, let's talk about you've
Yeah.
brought some books in here, and these are books that you created, right?
Yes.
So what is that a picture of? Like that's kind of a
at the s-
reenactment?
Yes, we have reenactors have been coming. We had a group from the Battalion of the American Revolution, and they did their spring reenactments here at
So
Butts
they
Hill.
travel around and do different reenactments.
They do. They
I've
do.
been to one of those. I'm from Kentucky, and my dad was very involved in Civil War
Yeah.
battlefield associations, and just seeing an army of people that are dressed and
Yeah.
it's very exciting, Gloria.
This is our First Rhode Island Regiment,
Okay.
and that is the Black Regiment.
Okay.
So if you're talking about the kind of things that are special about Rhode Island, the Rhode Island Regiment is one of those things. And so people
really?
need to know about that.
Well, can you tell us, or is it too long to share? Can you give us some?
Well,
What's cool about that? I mean,
what is cool about that is that it was a very unique unit. Rhode Island is a small state. Half of the colony at that time, or the of Rhode Island, was under British control. All of Aquidneck Island was occupied by the British for 3 years. So Rhode Island still had to come up with soldiers for the Continental Army.
yeah.
So Nathaniel Greene, who was a general that was second under George Washington, came up with the idea that we could offer freedom to those who were enslaved. We could offer opportunities to those who were indigenous. And so this First Rhode Island Regiment, we call it the Black Regiment because it was black and indigenous soldiers. The officers were white, but that was really unusual in those days.
Oh, yeah, kind of progressive or something in those days.
Progressive in the sense, and in the Battle of Rhode Island, this particular regiment proved themselves really worthy. they did a magnificent job of defending a very important redoubt, and probably turned the course of events in that battle.
And there were at Butts Hill.
That one, there is a wonderful monument. It's called Patriots Park.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
off of West Main Road,
Yes, I
and
know
this
that.
is all in honor of the Black Regiment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but this is very unusual. Portsmouth has a very unusual history. The whole of Portsmouth was a battlefield for the Battle of Rhode Island, starting at West Main Road and Union Street and East Main Road and Union Street. There were skirmishes up and down all of East and West Main Road, and the American forces were aligned at Butts Hill Fort and to the either side.
Well, clearly you're getting into your realm. You are the educator, the
Outreach.
the outreach, right?
Yeah.
So you had started with there are two prongs.
Yes.
You have a two-pronged approach in your organization, and
Yeah.
there is the restoration piece, but clearly there is the education piece.
Yes.
And I can tell you're the right woman for the job, for sure. This is so exciting. I had no idea that all of Portsmouth was a battlefield.
I had no intention at all of going into the Revolutionary War at all.
Isn't that how life works? So
Yes, yes.
But you landed there, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so interesting, right?
So the more you go in, it's like layers of an onion. There are just so many interesting things, and we have a web page in battleofrhodeisland.org.
Okay.
And that is where we've been putting up a lot of the information about Rhode Island and the Revolutionary War. You have things that people know about, like the Gaspee, but things like the Rhode Island First Regiment and the Battle of Rhode Island and all those things that are very unique to Rhode Island's position in the war. Those are things. We have resources for teachers. We have links to maps, because maps are just a wonderful way to study what went on.
Yeah.
And wonderful articles by historians like Christian McBurney and others who do a lot of cutting edge research in Rhode Island history. We raise money to send noted scholars to do research. We have a scholar who is very important in the Road to Yorktown study, and he is a master of German and French. So we sent him to France because actually things got started by the British and Americans at the fort, but it was actually the French with Rochambeau and Lafayette that actually finished Butts Hill as a real fort, because it wasn't enclosed until that period of time.
Yeah.
So he went to look at the journals of the French engineers and the masons so that we have a better idea of what the construction process was.
Sounds like money well spent. That's amazing.
But that's the kind of thing that we do to get that side of history.
So is everybody in this organization as passionate as you? I mean, I don't know. That might be hard to do, but
We all have passions for different things.
yeah.
And Paul Murphy definitely has a passion for the fort and taking care of the fort.
Yeah.
We have some that are passionate reenactors, and so they lend that military point of view with that.
Yeah.
There are some that are experts at writing the grants. And so we are a small organization, but everybody is very dedicated.
And do you think they care because they love Portsmouth? They care because what? Because they are history nerds? They care because...
I think you get hooked when you start learning about it. I think
Yeah.
that people, the fort is a beautiful place to come and walk, to bring your dog, just to take a walk around. And I think that people find it as a wonderful, peaceful place that should be
I was
restored.
going to say peaceful. Yeah, I bet.
It had to be saved several times. And in 1923, there was a gentleman who was the president of the Newport Historical Society. His name was Roderick Terry. He saved it the first time because it was going to be 200 house lots.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, right.
Wasn't an area that could be farmed because there's shale. There's actually a coal mine underneath it.
Okay.
So it was, they had, I found the newspaper articles or ads for come and buy your house lot here. And so he was independently wealthy. He bought all that land that the fort is on.
For the town, really?
No, he bought it for the Newport Historical Society.
Oh, okay.
And he stipulated that the Historical Society had to preserve it, always call it Butts Hill Fort, not Fort Butts, Butts Hill Fort.
Okay.
And had to keep it for the dedication to those who fought and died there, and to never use it for commercial gain. And if the Historical Society couldn't take care of it, it went to the state. Well, around the 60s, the Newport Historical Society said they could not take care of it.
Yeah.
It went to the state, and the state sold it to the town of Portsmouth for
$1. Well, sounds like we win.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But now we have to take care of it.
Yes,
we
yes,
really
yes.
do.
But there's people like you and the whole team. That's amazing. So, Gloria, we got to wrap up. Is there any call to action? Do you want volunteers? Do you want people to check out the website? What would you like?
If people check out the website, I have booklets that I have made. This one is on the battle sites in Portsmouth.
Yep.
We just took the AP American History classes on a tour on Wednesday.
Great.
And this
you
is
got
for,
2 more.
This is for elementary students. This is on the story, and this one is a walking tour of Butts Hill. And so we're hoping by next spring there's going to be a walking tour that you can do with QR codes so that you can walk yourself. Yeah, walk yourself and find out all about the history.
Well, you keep doing, you're amazing. It's clear you're passionate. I'm so glad you've been on the show and telling us all about this amazing work and this amazing organization.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Hi, we're from Aquidneck Island Adult Learning Center in Newport, Rhode Island. We're looking for students and volunteers for our many classes, including GED, English as a Second Language, Nursing Assistant, Phlebotomist, Med Tech, Medical Technician, Apprenticeships, Computer Skills, and lots more.
Please contact us if you'd like more information. Thank you.